Hello everybody, Sean Milburn here with Milburn Motorsports once again today. We're here at the Thunderhill 3 Mile. This is the same event with Red Panther Motorsport. Again, thank you for having me out. This time around, we're going to take out Marion's Evo. We're going to see how this thing does. I've never driven an Evo on a track before. And I'm going to get to drive it, and she's going to ride along with me. And we're going to see what it can do. So let's take a little look at the car, and then we'll get right into driving it. Alright, the Evo's next up. You're gonna go out in this and see how it is. Here's the talented driver right here.
We'll see about that.
Let's see about that. I've always wanted to be in an Evo on a track, especially one that's all like tracked out. So I'll get to finally see how these things do.
Yeah, and I get to enjoy some of your instructions. So
yeah, win-win. Yeah. So after going out with Marion and getting a feel for how she's driving, seeing the areas she needs improvement on, we talked over a few things, and now it's my turn to jump into the car to see if I can show her some of the things I was trying to point out to her. Yeah! Alright, so here we go in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. We're going to see how this car does. This seating position is not set up for me. It's a fixed position, so I'm just going to have to deal with sitting way too close to the wheel and make it work, but that is no problem at all. I can make it work if I need to. You can see all the reminders for the sump. They're sitting all around the car. Really important that you turn the sump on before you start pulling pretty hard out on the track. That way the motor can stay well oiled and you don't just blow it up. So good reminders there. I know when I first started and was even getting into it even more, I would sometimes forget to turn the sump on. So having reminders to help out, never a bad deal. So it's just our out lap here. Figured I'd bring you guys along to show you the initial thoughts of this car. You can see I drifted out a little wide on 5 there. And this is really just going to be a grip test to see what kind of traction I have to work with. I'm also just trying to get it used to the gearing and the shifter as well. One thing I know I'm not going to be able to do right off the bat is heel toe rev match downshift because of my seating position. There's no way I can actually get my foot to blip the gas as I'm on the brakes. So I'm just going to be waiting for the RPMs to fall. Already hear the tires kind of squealing. These are some super old tires, so I know the level of grip isn't going to be optimal for what this car would normally be at with a set of fresh new tires, but sometimes that makes things a little more fun, a little more slippery, and we can get it walking around a little bit, especially with this all-wheel drive system. Pulls really good through turn 14-15 here without understeering. Giving her the thumbs up there. Always got to make sure your passengers are doing okay. Fourth gear for turn 1. Back on the gas, and the car pulls really well to the outside. Alright, now turn 2, what I always say about this corner, is very good for testing your grip limit. So I can find the limit of traction there. Set up for turn 3. I'll get close, transition, back on the throttle as it comes through, and away we go over 5. Let's see if it'll hold. That time was much better, had to wait for the gas a little bit longer, but it set me up for a better 6. Turn 8's going to need a little figuring out. Did a lift and turn for 8. The tires were screeching all the way through, so it didn't seem to like that very much as I turned into the left there. Same with turn 9. Those slow, smooth inputs, the front tires can't really hold that grip, so I'm going to need to figure out a different method for getting this car turned in. Next thing to try would be getting on the brakes to shift the weight forward as you give a quick turn in and see what the car does then. Here, 10-11, get a smooth little trail brake through that, and that really helped the front tires stay connected to the ground without understeering. So that is probably going to be the method for getting this car work out around the track is go to the brakes a little bit as you set in for your turn to pitch the car, and then back on the gas to allow it to pull to the exit. Little wide here, it's okay though. And turn one again. Fourth gear, I'll get super close, back on the gas. You really got to point and shoot this car. You got to get the nose pointed towards the direction you want to be in pretty abruptly as you're entering this corner. And then as you transfer back to the throttle, it tends to claw its way to the exit really well. If you try and just slowly and steadily turn it in, it does like to understeer, and instead of the back helping, it's kind of hindering it with the throttle, because it just adds more push. So here we go, down turn 5 again. See if I can get on the gas a little earlier. There we go. Bring it back over. Touch the brakes to get the nose in, all the way in. Really good run through 6 there as well. So now I'm starting to kind of figure out how to get this car moving out. Here we go. We're going to hit the brakes a little bit, Nate, here. As we turn in, you can hear how much better the tires behaved there. Stabbing the brake as I turn the wheel to get the car to pitch. We're going to do the same thing with 9 here. And even 10, trail brake it in. There we go. Nose pointed, back on the throttle. Got to be careful of traffic here. He's exiting the track, so no hindrance there. Alright, now let's see if we can put a lap together. We do have traffic in front of us, so that is not going to help, but we are coming up on them really fast. So I'm going to back off. Check in with my passenger again. She's having a great time. And there's really no point to try and push this person or do anything silly. They're pulling off super far to the left, so it looks like they want me to just go by them right here, which I will. And we'll continue on with our day. There we go, same thing. Get on the brakes to get it in, then roll back onto the gas as you come out of the corner. This is a very potent car, and I'm falling in love with it as I'm driving it. You can see the turn 8 there. I've got it down a lot better now. This thing, even on these bad tires, you can just tell exactly what the car wants to do at all times. The brakes are always there for you. And the power is really good, especially with this 5-speed. You don't really need to do a whole lot of shifting, and it allows that turbo to just work at all times. Right there. Get it in. See if we can get a strong run onto the straight. Unfortunately, the steering wheel is blocking our current lap. But I believe on these very old tires, the best time I was able to get was a low 203. Looks like on the screen there, it's a 203.5. So we string a couple together. I know this car's got under 2 minutes in it. It would just need the tires really to get that done. still just hear them here. The more I go, the more that they're just screeching at me. Lap per lap, the level of grip you have will always change as conditions change, which the driver has to adapt to. So here, like turn 6, that was a really good entry in there. And back out. So we're going to do a couple more laps here. Going into turn 8, stab the brake, get it turned in, pitch it through, and then back on the gas. Same with 9, all the way in. Probably could have maintained a little bit more speed through that corner. Clean entry in 10, into 11, same thing, trail brake it in, edge of grip, power out all the way to the right side. Don't shift on that big patch of concrete out there because it is bumpy and you can break a gear in your transmission. It's happened to some people I know as well as my father. Ooh, get the brakes locked up a little bit there, but we still ended up where we needed to be to enter the corner. So we were able to modulate the lockup enough to get the car slowed down to where it needed to be. Lockup's never good, but that just tells me even more that these tires are getting overheated, and I'm going to probably need to pull this car in at sometime soon. I don't want to be out here running Marion's car for just lap after lap after lap. I've already gotten quite a few minutes in it, quite a few laps out of the way, so bringing it in soon will be the right choice here. Driving this thing is addicting though, so I really don't want to get out of it quite yet. I'm going to stop talking and let you enjoy the rest of this last lap in peace. That's going to be the end of the session. Coming across the line, hand out the window, giving the flagger a wave. And we'll cool the car down. Giving her a thumbs up for an awesome session. 2 thumbs up back to me. Oh, this car is beautiful. I love this car.
I can tell you had fun.
Heck yeah, I had fun. This thing works so well. I want one.
I knew you were going to fall in love with the car.
Oh my god, this thing is so good. Even when the tires fell off, it was so good.
Just a tiny little bit.
Oh, I feel very bunched up right here. I'm like, eh, driving it like this,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Well, it makes the waist shorter. Already on.
yep, turned it off already.
Let's leave it on for a minute.
Yep, let her run.
Great.
You like that?
That was so fun.
So that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage from today. I know I enjoyed driving all these cars. It was super awesome. I've been wanting to drive this car in specific for like 3 years now. I've just had my eyes on it. So getting to do that was a huge privilege. Thank you again so much to Red Panther Motorsport for having this day and inviting me out. It was a really great time, and if you guys do it again, I'll be back next time for sure. It's been Sean Milburn with Milburn Motorsports. If you guys want to see anything next, leave a comment down below on what you want to see. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.